Alright, hi guys, my name is Mackie, and this is going to be a game from the UK Dota.net Winterval tournament. It's Infused up against Access No, so we're going to get straight underway. Infused getting captained by Danny D this time. They've got a couple of stand-ins. It's a bit of a mixed team for this tournament, so we've got Danny D, Coldy, Misfit Love, Shu from UK Dota.net, and Zinxis up against Access No with Sully captaining, Pestle, Grim, Mohawk and Eeyore. So Access No, quite a new team. Their first tournament here. A couple of players have been in a few different teams before, but their first tournament together as far as I'm aware. Infused, one of the new UK teams to get picked up by sponsors, so good to see them playing. This tournament comes from UKDota.net, so check them out if you want to. They run more or less monthly tournaments. Very cool guys. And getting into this game then, so in the first ban phase we see Magnus, Batrider, and Undying and Bounty Hunter getting taken out. Mostly fairly obvious. Bounty Hunter, not often banned but very regularly played, so definitely a very strong hero to see banned out. We see Darkseer getting picked up first, always a good solo laner. And Rubik and Queen of Pain getting picked up very early for Infused. Queen of Pain, a little bit of an interesting choice to get picked in the first two, given that Templar Assassin is still in the pool. Given that we see maybe Wisp and Jakiro, very common pickups very early on. But, Rubik and Queen of Pain both still very popular, and we see Jakiro and Nyx Assassin getting picked up for Access No. So Nyx Assassin playing very strong kind of ganking support role. Jakiro, a very strong supporter, so that's going to make up a great tri-lane if Axe want to run that. And Lifestealer gets picked up for Infused, so that'll be their carry, I expect. They'll probably run Queen of Pain in the mid lane. Access No still to pick up a mid, so see what they pick up to counter that. Going into the ban phase, Access No probably looking to ban out some support or ganking kind of lineups. I think it's likely that Infuse will run Lifestealer as the carry, so likely to pick up something like that. They see Clinks getting banned out. A little bit of an aversion to Invis heroes from Access No. Perhaps Sven getting banned for Infused. A wise choice. Axe not yet picking up a carry hero at all, so they're likely to pick up something like Sven. Chaos Knight, Tiny, we see getting played as a carry now. Invoker getting banned out against Infused. And Infused respond by banning another carry. They take out Faceless Void. Strong team fight carry, synergise as well with Darkseer, so a great choice. Templar Assassin getting banned out by Access No. I would have thought that Templar Assassin would have taken the same role as Queen of Pain would have taken, so I don't particularly see them picking that up, but it's still a very valid ban. Very strong hero wherever you want to play him, so no surprise that getting banned out. Chaos Knight getting banned out by Infused, and the instant response is a Gyrocopter. We've seen Gyrocopter come into the metagame recently, and I think it's absolutely fantastic to watch, so really happy to see that out on the field. That will be their carry, probably. I think they'll probably want to go with a Jakiro and Nyx Assassin supporting Gyrocopter and sort of roaming around, causing trouble. So that's... Infuse could run Queen of Pain as a solo, but I can't see them doing it up against that tri-lane. I think they're much more likely to be picking up some kind of counter to the tri-lane right now. So they'll probably run Lifestealer and Rubik up against the Darkseer, I guess. Maybe that's what they'll lane with. Getting into the reserve time now as they try and finish up their lineup. Putting some thought into these heroes now, trying to finish up countering that Gyrocopter, I guess. really taking their time over this. So
Witch
Doctor getting picked up finally. It's an interesting pick, but I guess it works. I mean, Gyrocopter's quite short range, Nyx Assassin short range, and Darkseer melee range as well. So it's likely that all those heroes are going to be together, and Witch Doctor works great if you can get a whole group of heroes together. I mean, they don't really have the crowd control. It'd be great if they had something like Darkseer to sort of drag everyone in together, keep everybody in place, but they do have Rubik's telekinesis to move heroes around a little bit. They can slow people down with Life Stealer, so it's going to be a great hero for them. It's a really inspired pickup, I think. Just a little bit unusual. I mean, Witch Doctor's quite popular in pubs, but you don't really see him an awful lot in tournament matches. So interesting to see. And Storm Spirit finishes up Access Nose lineup, so that'll be their mid hero, I expect. Gives them a lot of mobility in that particular hero. They don't have a whole lot going on apart from that, but it's not too bad. It's quite a mobile team. They've got Surge as well, so they can get around.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
They've got quite a few stuns on Access Nose team, which is going to be great for countering Witch Doctor's ultimate. Great for locking down Queen of Pain. So I think they've got a good lineup there. It's quite strong. See what Infused go for as their final pickup. They pick up Windrunner, so they'll be running Windrunner as a solo long lane, I expect. And Queen of Pain in the mid. So probably a Witch Doctor, a Life Stealer, and where am I? Witch Doctor, Life Stealer, and Rubik lane, I expect. So we've got Rubik played by Misfit Love. Zinxis takes up the Queen of Pain. Coldy on the Life Stealer. Shu plays the Witch Doctor, and Danny D takes up the Windrunner. On the Access Nose side, we've got Sully, the team captain, playing the Darkseer, solo top. We've got Grim on the Storm Spirit, he'll be going mid. Looks like we've got a tri-lane of Pestle playing on Nyx Assassin, Eel playing on Jakiro, Mohawk, I assume it's Mohawk, I apologise if I'm mispronouncing your name, playing on the Gyrocopter. This looks like it should be an interesting matchup. Gonna have Storm Spirit versus Queen of Pain mid. Queen of Pain can do a lot of damage from quite a long range, so Storm Spirit's going to have to work really hard to stay away from that level of harass. Be interested to see if he can get away with that. This tri-lane up top with Witch Doctor and Rubik has so much stun, so much disable to get a hero into position, so Life Stealer can slow them down, really do a lot of damage. So Sully's going to have to work very hard to stay alive here. And Danny D on the Windrunner up against Pestle, up against Nyx Assassin and Jakiro. That's also a lot of stun, so he's going to have to work very hard to stay out of range of that. And Jakiro's got a massive range, so if he can land those stuns, then that's going to be a very strong lane. Game gets underway. Haste Rune, Shu camping that. Not sure if they're going to give the Haste Rune to... Yeah, they give the Haste Rune to Rubik. And they're going to come in, look for a very early gank on mid. Pick up Grim straight away. Get the stun on him. They're doing a lot of damage, but he could get away from this. No, he turns around for a moment and almost dies, but he's 60 health. Manages to walk away from that. I thought when he turned around to get that tango he was done for, but managed to get just out of range and survive. And with both supports out of the way, Sully manages to get a little bit of experience, but gets picked up by Misfit Love, doing a lot of damage, but he now gets caught out by Witch Doctor, taking a lot of damage himself. Misfit Love pops a potion, and that could spell the end for Sully. He pops a surge, but he can't get away, and Coldy gets the first blood. This lane very pushed out in favour of Danny D right now. So Eeyore just pulls the lane, and pull that back. We've really got to make sure that this lane stays right over by this tower now. It's really important they don't let Danny D get any farm, because the Darkseer is not going to get much up on the other tri lane. So if they can manage to if Infused can manage to lock down the Darkseer and get a lot of farm on their Windrunner, they're going to be way ahead. Eeyore sees Danny D, gets some hits, a little bit of harass, gets a little bit of a stun, but everyone else is too far away, so just forces him back a little bit, goes blow for blow. Sully's very far forward right now. Both supports are in the jungle. He sees them coming, pulls straight back, uses that surge to get away. How's Grim doing in mid lane? He's got a magic wand finished up. It's a good choice, I think, against Xyxis playing on the Queen of Pain, who's gone for a bottle first, very early bottle. So he'll be trying to control the runes. Yeah, up against this level of harass, I think it's quite wise to get a magic wand finished up. Just you can start soaking up some charges from the spells. We can see a smoke gank looking like it's going to go ahead on mid. Sheer with Misfit Love here, smoked up, looking for the right moment on Grim. They pick him up, stun goes off, takes a lot of damage straight away, Malediction goes off, and that is enough. Xyxis gets the last hit. Supports away. Sully managing to stay in the game in the top lane. He's forced to pull back now. He sees that Shu and Misfit Love are on the way in. No wards up around here for Access No, but enough knowledge of where the other heroes are to get away with it for the moment. This lane once again pulled way back in Danny's favour. Eeyore lands another good stun on, and there's a little bit of harassment, but ultimately taking too much damage, forced to pull back.
Denied.
So how's Grim doing here? Queen of Pain up at 18 last hits, and Storm Spirit only on 9, so falling behind there. A little bit unsurprisingly, really, with the amount of harassment that Queen of Pain can do. So much damage potential from this hero. You really got to be careful playing against her in mid, and Storm Spirit isn't really effective until he gets some levels and spells up, so
double damage.
Kind of forced to lag behind a little bit for now. See a smoke gank from Max says no though. Pestle and Eeyore coming around the back. Pestle gets seen, and Xyxis leaps in on Grim. Danny D comes around from the bottom. Eeyore unfortunately misses that ice path, gets taken out by Xyxis. Pestle gets picked up and left right out in the middle of no man's land. He keeps running, but Xyxis manages to get that triple kill, and he's dominating right now.
Little death.
Mohawk taking the opportunity to push out this bottom tower.
Tower is under attack.
Axe has no 5 kills behind now though. Got to be looking to play safe as much as possible. Sully getting a little bit close to Coldy. Coldy up at level 5, Sully at level 3 now. And Shu also at level 3. And a little bit of harassment on the Darkseer, forcing him to push back. Danny D and Misfit Love pushing down the bottom lane. We've got Mohawk and Pestle defending. Switching over to net worth, you see that Lifestealer up on top, Coldy there getting ahead. Also Xyxis right up there ahead of Mohawk. He's doing an okay job of farming, but running a little bit further behind than he should be. Misfit Love coming towards mid lane now. He's got his boots finished up. And Queen of Pain with some power treads. Grim gets his boots as well. Not doing too well on farm still. And Xyxis looks to come in for the harass. Great ice path, catches him out from Eeyore. He takes quite a bit of damage from that he didn't really need to take. Didn't get any hits at all on Access No, so it's a great bit of play by them, but very well advised to pull back. Is the Soul Ring finished up now for Darkseer? Oh no, he's just missing his Sage Mask. Still got that to go. So we see Mohawk just farming solo right now, and Coldy doing the same up top.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And 3 of Infused moving through the jungle now. Misfit Love, Shu, Danny D. They're all looking to find Mohawk, and they do find him. That's a shackle that latches. And so much crowd control. He does get his ultimate off, so he does some damage. Danny D could go down now. He does go down to Pestle, gets a couple of great hits, but Pestle moves right in, pops the spike carapace, so no one can touch him. Does a lot of damage to Shu, but forced to pull back. He is supporting him mid now. Grim trying to get up some last hits. He's got a null talisman finished. Shu and Misfit Love still hanging around the bottom lane.
Is under attack.
And they stopped Mohawk from farming for a while, which is good for them. He all misses the ice path on Xinxis there. Xinxis does a lot of damage to him straight away. He gets that last hit. That's a mega kill for Xinxis. Does a lot of damage to Sully as well. He's on 120 life, but he gets that kill on Sully. He's absolutely unstoppable right now. Using his bottle to get back up to almost full health, and him Coldy can push down this tower no problem. Coldy will get the last hit on that. Fair bit of gold for him. And Xinxis and Coldy both teleport together. So they push down to the bottom lane now. They'll be looking to push this tower. Mohawk is way out in the middle of it all right now. He pops his ultimate, dives right in. Sully is slowed and goes down in seconds. Mohawk takes a lot of damage as well. Gets caught out. Xinxis still running his monster streak. Pestle does a lot of damage to Xinxis, but it's not going to be enough. The whole Infused here. Pestle goes down as well. Infused should be free to push this tier 1 tower now.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And they don't actually push it, they've decided to pull back. So see Grim still farming in the centre here. Couple of null talismans up for him. Just trying to stay in the game, stay relevant. But he's getting the levels up. If we where are we? If we go and look at levels, he's level 7.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Joint highest level on Access No. Just Coldy and Xinxis ahead of him.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, Coldy catches out Mohawk. Big ultimate goes off. There's a lot of damage to Xinxis, a lot of damage to Shu. Shu does go down, but Mohawk goes down with him. Coldy goes on a killing spree.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
That bottom tower could finally be free. Pestle's looking to
Dire's top
turn things around here, but he's still level 4. There's not an awful lot he can do.
Tower is under attack.
Sully now has his soul ring. Pestle gets the stun, pops that spike carapace, forces Coldy to run for it, pops that rage. Danny D getting a little bit close here, not too afraid, so. The whole of Access No are here though, so they've got to be a little bit careful.
Thank you.
Misfit Love solo pushing the mid lane up against Grim. Grim's got Gloves of Haste finished. Trying to get his power treads Smoke gank from Access No. Pestle and Sully both smoked up. And we got Eel smoked up as well. Looking to get right in here. Really running close to Infused. 4 of Infused here, and Danny D is going to find Sully. Great Witch Doctor stun catches both of these heroes out. Sully taking so much damage straight away from the screen. And Pestle does go down. Eeyore taking a lot of damage as well from Zinxis. Zinxis gets caught out in this ultimate though. On just 100 life, but he does manage to blink away and he'll go down. Double damage rune here. Mohawk takes it, but it could cost him his life. Zinxis manages to blink in. It's a lot of damage, gets caught by that stun, but it's not going to be enough to kill him, so it's not worth much. He just uses that bottle, gets back up to a safer level of health. Sully in mid now, got to be careful he doesn't get too close to the Infused team. We're all still here pretty much. Infused looking to threaten this this middle tower a little bit. It's the last tier 1 standing for Access No. Pestle and Sully are here to defend, but it's going to take more than that. Infused wisely backing off. Grim comes in to find the top lane, push that back. Looks like Infused are all just going to group up mid for the moment. Misfit Love and Shu coming back in. All of Access No are here waiting, looking for a team fight. If they are pretty far behind, but they've shown that they can do a lot of damage to Infused in a very short space of time, so a good initiation could put them back in the game. Castle gets spotted, Misfit Love gets caught by a big ice path, also gets the stun, but there's no follow-up. Mohawk's ultimate misses completely there. Lifestealer jumping inside now, Coldy and Zinxis are together. That's a very good stun from Eel. 2 of Infused taking a lot of damage. Shu goes down. Mohawk gets a double kill there. Zinxis also taking a lot of damage but gets another kill. Coldy also dominating. Grim looking like he's in trouble now. Grim gets a bottle finished up, but he can't manage it if he can get the time just to pop it. He gets that slight slow on Coldy, but it's not going to be enough. Coldy goes down, and the courier gets caught out for Access No. That's very unfortunate for them. Four kills given to Infused and a courier. That's bad news, but the armlet does get finished up for Coldy there. Zinxis has his Aghanim Scepter finished up. People doing a lot of damage with that Sonic Wave now. Coldy finds Mohawk underneath his tower. The ultimate goes off, but Coldy's going to have moved out of it before it manages to land. Good stun from Eeyore, catching Zinxis and Coldy. That big rocket catches Coldy again as well. He's taking a lot of damage. He could go down now. Coldy does go down. Sully gets the last hit there. Zinxis taking a lot of damage, forced to blink away. Grim dives right into the middle of the action, but he's a little bit too late. That's a great shackle from Danny D, catching out Pestle and Grim. Pestle on very low life now. Zinxis forced to run back. He's staying in. Oh, gets caught out by Grim there. He goes down, but Grim pays for it with his life. Oh no. Pestle looked like he might be able to juke through the trees and get away there, but Shu popped the ultimate to finish him off. Win that fight with 2 down for Infused and 3 down for Access No. They got a few kills though, that's important. 24 for 7. It's looking a little bit worrying for them, but they've proved time and time again that they can get the kills. They've just ended up paying for it a little bit too much, so maybe as the game goes on, can pull this back. Sully gets called out and thrown right into Coldy. But the surge keeps him away. Grim teleports in, dives
is under
Whoa,
attack.
Grim dives right to the other side of the map there. Uses all of his mana to dive straight on through. He gets slowed by Zinxis now. I'm not sure what he was thinking. Could have been a bit of a misclick. He gets picked up and goes down. Misfit love getting the last hit.
Radiant's middle tower
Mohawk gets shackled. Rocket flying for Danny D. The ice path hits. The rocket hits. It's a lot of damage and a lot of slow for him. Pestle follows up with another stun. Queen of Pain manages to catch out Gyrocopter, so Mohawk goes down again. And that's 4 deaths manages to happen in a very short space of time for Access No there. Infused just going to push down the mid lane now. Only Sully's still alive. There's not much he can do. He's got Tranquil Boots finished up, but
Radiant's middle
he's
tower
forced to
is
go and
under
farm on the
attack.
top lane. He can't defend this tower now, I don't think. Radiant's courier only just coming back. We switch over to net worth.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Wow,
attack.
Zinx is up at 9,000 net worth, over 1,000 ahead of
Radiant's
Coldy.
middle tower has fallen.
And the highest net worth from Access No is Grim. Got 54 last hits, 2 kills and 5 deaths. It's not looking good for Access No right now, but they've got the high ground here. If Infused do get a little bit cocky and push in, they could get some kills.
Come over here.
All it takes is a well-placed Ice Path and Macropire, and Infuse will take an awful lot of damage, because that'll mean that they can get the what am I trying to say, the Gyrocopter ultimate off quite cleanly, and that opens up a whole lot of positioning for them. That really means they can get Darkseer active in there, get the wall off. Puts everyone in a lot of trouble. Pestle caught out by Zinxis now. Misses the stun. That scream does a lot of damage to him. He really needs to have his invis now, and he doesn't have it, so he goes down.
Specialist.
Mohawk with a Helm of Iron Will, Ring of Aquila, and Power Treads. That's not a lot for this time of the game. Shu gets a kill there on Storm Spirit. Grim going down, and Sully gets called out by Queen of Pain. Very unfortunate they were this far out. Most of Infused turning up here, and all of Infused in fact. Looking for this tier 2. Looks like they shouldn't have any trouble taking it either.
Radiant's bottom tower
No
is
defense
under
from
attack.
Access No at the moment.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Access No call GG. So that game fairly well in Infuse's favour. Access No has a few great team fights, a few really good job, but at the end of the game wasn't quite enough. I think they lost their lanes a little bit too early on, and that meant it was all over for them. Alright then, I'll just rather than waiting for them to disconnect, I'll bring up this scoreboard. Oh, everyone's disconnected, so it should finish up just now. Quick look at the charts. All went in Infuse's favour right from the start there, really.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
This game doesn't want to finish, so I'll just show you that scoreboard. 20 kills for Zinxis with 1 death and 8 assists. That's absolutely incredible. And there we go. We finally get the Dire victory. All right. Thanks very much for watching. Thanks to UKDota.net guys. Check out their website if you want to see their tournaments. Really well run. Fantastic to watch. So thanks very much and cheers.